Hi guys, it's Mal and welcome to the Midsummer's Day Hunt. We've got longest daylights throughout the year, so it's about 12 o'clock, so we should have a nice long afternoon session here. We'll come to the plague farm. We'll come back into this little paddock field which is next to the farmhouse. Now the last time we were in here with the F75 we couldn't ground balance it, so and also the grass was a bit long, so we'll give it another go. We'll try the ground balance already before we started. The horsefly just tried to get me there. And I still can't ground balance it here, so it's very strange. I've just gone over it in all metal and it's just constant noise, so maybe that's got something to do with it. I think it's because it's such a near to the farm itself. There's lots of iron bits of junk and everything just been dumped over the years. Like I said, we've got the F75 with us today, and nice light machine for a nice hot day. It must be about 24 degrees so far. So I've got my sunscreen on. F75 is all revved up, ready to go. So let's get on and see what we can get. I'll just give you a quick review of the settings. Are more or less the same as I had last time. On search and discrimination, but sensitivity at 70. Disc levels 22. That's basically taking out iron and little bits of foil. Notches off. Number of tones is 4. And process is jewellery. I might go into ploughed soil later on, just because of the long grass. I might just give that a try later on. So let's get on with the hunt and see what we can find this lovely summer's day. Well guys, just first chance to get to use the probe with the new cover on it, and as you can hear, I did have a think about the cover making it a lot quieter, but there don't seem to be any problems at all. See there, got this find just down here. Let's dig him out and see what we got. So I'm just going to stop, have a little review then, because I've just, oh, it's the usual, it's a shotty. Look at that. 2 hours waiting, first signal, and that's what we get, is a shotty. Well guys, that's completed what I intended to do when I first started. Is that last time we were in here with the F75, the grass was very long. We did get a few little bits and pieces, so I've just decided to go over the area, which was basically all this bit here, up to the telegraph pole there and back in again, and not a thing. I've just had that one little shotty which I showed you there, and a bit of melted aluminium which was just over in that part there, but everything else is barren. Now I'm not sure if it's the machine or whether it's a field. I did try searching in all metal and the field was very quiet, which is very unusual, because like we're in here with the CTX last year and we're getting button after button and lots of bits of lead and dross and things. I know that the CTX has basically done that far third right up the field there, right up that top end, and the little Henry V penny came from more or less about there. I'm a bit baffled by this. Conditions wise it should be perfect. It says the grass set for this little bit in the edge here is only about 2 inches long. Couldn't ground balance the machine, but I'm beginning to think it's something else that's happening in this field, because the field next to it is all ridge and furrow. You can just see the ridge and furrow, and just see part of the ridges going across here. So it's not been backfilled or anything, and just being right next to the farm you expect a lot more to be in there. Anyway, we've got the rest of the day now, and we're going to just start this part here, and that's the ground. I've never been across with any machine. Like I said, CTX has been over that far side. I did a few hours over there the back end of last winter, but the rest of the top end of this field, we shall see. So I'm just going to have a drink of water, a little 5-minute break, and then off we go again. Well guys, I'm totally baffled. I've been spending 3 hours up and down in this field, little paddock field. You can see I've been doing overlapping sweeps. You can see it just going over there, so I've not been missing anything. And I've had one bit of aluminium and one shotty cap. Now I know this is not a big paddock, but I just cannot believe that there's nothing else in here. Like I said, when I did this, brought the CTX here last year, right down that far edge there, we got the silver Henry V penny, quite a few buttons, a couple of nice buckles, other bits and pieces, but only did about 4 or 5 runs up and down there. I thought I'll come back here next year when the grass is a bit shorter. I just can't believe what's going on. I've reset the F75, just sat there parked up. I thought it might have been that it's doing it. I know I still can't ground balance in this field, so I think that's having a big influence on the way the F75 is performing, because I got a 20 pence, went back to my car for about to eat, waved it 9-10 inches above the coil. I know it's not in the soil, it was just an air test. Sounded off no problem. Come back in the field, nothing. So I've got about 3 hours left. So what I'll do now is, the far side of the farm, there is a field which I've not been in, and it was hay, they were haymaking in there last week, so it should be nice and short. So we'll go and give that a go, just to see if it's just this field. I think I'll also have a word with John when he comes back, just see if he can shed any light on why this field's so barren. So I'll catch up with you guys in the next field. I'm just going to walk over there now. Hi guys, just come across the farm a little way into this field. Now we've never done this one before, and as I say, this is pastures new, if you excuse the pun, and not a clue what we might find in here. Now if it's anything like the other fields on the field down the bottom there, just over there is where the stream was, where we've got those, the hammers and other nice bits and pieces along that stream edge. Unfortunately the field that's just over that hedge line, I can't get in because that belongs to another farmer. But this farm should look promising. I've been doing a bit more research on the farm. Originally we found the records, it was the Great Plague of London, where all the people came and settled around here to try and get away from the Black Death. And also some of the archaeological records I've found, actually just over that hedge in that field, there was Roman roof tile found, so we never know. There's a few Roman coins found as well, but that's all that there was I could find in the records for that adjacent field. So we never know what we might find in here, so we'll give this field a good go through the next coming weeks. I'll persevere with the F75. I'm still not convinced about it yet, but we shall see what we can winkle out of here. I'll see if we can ground balance it, because I've never managed to do that in any other part of the farm. And I'll come back to you guys later on with the finds. A bit concerned about this sky. It's got, in the last hour or so, it's gone very, very dark. So, like I said, I've got about 3 hours left before I have to go home. So, let's get down to it and see what we can get out. Well, guys, first signal in the new field. We got that in this clump here. I came in nice tone. So hopefully it's something decent. I can see it already, it isn't. Just a little bit of furniture fitting, a bit of brass, but it's the first positive signal I've had for a few hours. So hopefully this new field can bring a few bits and pieces in. Well guys, first decent find of the day. See, just there at the pointer, got a whacking great musket ball. God, that must weigh about an ounce of lead, that. That's a big one. Well, it's not hit anything. Things are improved already, 1,000-fold. Nice little musket ball. Well guys, just 6 feet away from that musket ball, we've got a nice 18th, 17th century buckle. Well, it's a shame it's just got a little crack in it there. Otherwise, with a nice shaped one, that one. I said we've had 4 hours of nothing in the paddock field. Come into this field with that little brass thing first, musket ball, and now we've got this. All in the space of about the first 10 minutes. So let's hope things keep going the way they are. Well guys, that was a banging signal, and that is a big lump of metal, whatever it is. Now one thing I've noticed about the F75, it does like iron. It gives it a good mid-tone signal, which it shouldn't do really if its discrimination's working properly, but these sort of things do come from deep. Now looking at this, I can know there's a rust on it, but I'm not even sure if it is iron. So obviously been made for something. I don't know if it's a bit of agricultural machinery or it's off a tooth of something. It's definitely heavy. I'll have to do a bit more investigation on that, so I'll get that in the fines pouch, but I think I'll leave it by the hedge line for now and pick it up on the way home rather than carrying that round the field all day. Well guys, look where we got a deep one down the bottom there on the edge of the hole. Looks like we got a buckle. You can prise him out. Yeah, I got a brass buckle, no pin on it. That's normally a pretty modern one, a 19th, 20th century one probably. A little bit of silver gilding on it. It's probably been off a horse harness or something. Oh well, things are starting to come out now, that's the main thing. Oh well, from about 8-9 inches down the bed of my life, mastitis tubes for ointment for the sheep and the cattle. Oh, and here comes the rain. Let's just stop what we don't. That wasn't up. Definitely in the weather forecast that. So hopefully it's just a passing little shower, but when we get mastitis tubes that deep, especially on pasture, you know, it doesn't bode well normally for other finds, but we'll keep persevering in this field and see what else we can get out. Well guys, nice deep one again. Let's see what we got down here. Oh no. This is what I get annoyed at with the F75. So it's supposed to have an iron discrimination. Yes, I know it's sort of like round and ring shaped, but even then they still shouldn't be getting these. That just looks like a piece of harness chain or something off a plough. Oh well, I suppose that's what you have to do with the F75. You have to dig the bits of iron, but it's a bit disappointing with its discrimination. Right, let's get this hole filled in and go. Well guys, last find of the day, little red truck. Very hot day this, midsummer's day. Lots of these, the black clouds are coming closer, so I think I'm very well getting out. So, sort of like getting into late evening now. F75, not really performed. I've tried it quite a few times on this farm now. All I can say is it's not for me really. Bit too erratic. Display tends to bounce a lot when you get a signal. There's no consistency in the signals either. So let's get this hole filled in and get off down the road. I can feel a cold beer coming on. So it's your pal Mal signing off now. Catch you in the review. Hi guys, welcome to the review. Longest day is now gone and we've had a very hot hunt, and unfortunately the hot part of it was just the weather. The finds were very poor. The F75 is concerning me a little bit. It shouldn't be picking up all the junk that you can see here. Lots of big pieces of iron, lots of flat bits of steel, generally rubbish that you shouldn't expect to find from a top of range machine. I know some of it was deep and the signals were coming in a bit strange. They were coming sort of like mid to high tones, which you expect to be a decent find, but unfortunately they were the iron. The one interesting part, I think, is just part of a railing or off the bottom of a harrow or something like that. That big diamond thing. I've had a good look at it, and it's like cast steel. And from the finds point of view, with the issues we've been having with the F75, we got a couple of toy cars, nice big musket ball, modern day buckle, and a few 100-year-old buckle, and that was about it really. A bit disappointing. I did persevere in the paddock field, but the F75 just wasn't performing at all. So I'll be having a word with Joan Allen and see what we can get to the bottom of what's going on and get things sorted out for the next hunt. So it's your pal Mal signing off. Sorry it's a short review, but we didn't get that much. So I'll catch you guys later. Cheers then.